Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Dean Callan Show. Today, I'm going to be reminiscing about good old times when I used to have to polish glasses all day and how I did it without losing my mind. Okay, so first things first, if you're going to be polishing glasses, make sure that you're polishing them as soon as they've come out of the dishwasher, assuming you have a dishwasher. If you don't, try to polish the glasses with hot water so that they stay a little bit hot, because it makes it a lot easier to get that water off that glass. Now, for me, I like to leave them in the rack so they stay nice and warm. I like to take a really nice dry cloth that's big enough for me to hold the glass using the palm of my hand, which has been covered by the cloth. I'm going to start with stemware. I flick the stemware like this, stick it in here, and start polishing. Now, I'm using my thumb to push some of this cloth in, and then very lightly, keeping that so that I'm not holding the whole top of it. The reason for that is, if I'm too aggressive with this, and I try to force the cloth to turn around, there's a chance that because I'm holding that too tightly, it'll snap here, and that could go through my wrist, which I've actually seen happen to someone before. So very lightly letting the cloth do the work. You're turning like so, and as of yet, I haven't touched the glass at all. You can see here, I'm just shimmying it around. The glass is perfectly clean now, and I can hang it without my dirty, oily hands or wet hands ever touching the glass. Same thing again. Now, as I mentioned before, I was talking about polishing glasses all day. I used to work on the Great Barrier Reef on an island called Hamilton Island. And I worked in a restaurant, kind of doing double shifts every day. And there was a 160-seater restaurant, so you can imagine how many wine glasses I had to polish. I was the only one polishing the wine glasses. Now, when you're polishing 300 plus wine glasses a day, what ends up happening is you learn really quickly how not to snap them, especially with big bulky hands like I've got, but also you get into such a fine routine that you're not actually really concentrating on what you're doing at all. You're grabbing that glass, you're sticking it in here, you're putting your thumb in, you're not having to concentrate too much. And that led to one of the greatest discoveries of my life. I discovered that despite working doing a mundane job, constantly polishing over and over and over again, I can have an amazing experience. Hamilton Island had me situated right on the beach. I was looking out into a kind of a shallow bay that had a really deep drop off where I used to go snorkeling, and a humpback whale mother was teaching her cub how to swim. It was like a brand new baby whale. And I had this spectacular view watching this whale teach her cub how to swim whilst I was polishing 160 plus glasses. And had I not fine-tuned the repetitive, boring bit of my job, I would have had to be looking at my hand instead of looking at that whale. And that is an absolutely true story. Now, when it comes to tall glasses, I hold it at the base, this guy down, try to feed it down, like so, and you can see I've just got one part of the cloth, and I'm turning like this, shimmying down, shimmy down, back to holding it there. Haven't touched the glass. That goes on the back bar. And stemware, old-fashioned glasses or shorter glasses are the same. Always a shimmy. You're never grabbing it really confidently or too hard, like that. You can have a look at it to make sure that there's no lipstick, residual lipstick or oils left on it. And up on here. Hot tip, if these get really cold, you'll especially with hard water like we've got in London, you'll start to get stains on there even if you are polishing it. So you might want to just give it a quick 1-2, especially if it's the kind of dishwasher that still has the hot water in the base. You can put it over a glass of hot water and then just puts a little bit of steam on the outside, which allows you to then polish the glass again. But the best thing to do is to polish as quickly as you can coming straight out of the dishwasher. And that is my tips on how best to polish glasses. Also, dry clean one of these. Get a few of them. And if they're brand new, they've just come out of a packet, run them through the dishwasher and dry them, because otherwise they won't absorb a thing, and fluff will get all over your glasses. Sorry. Run them through a washing machine, not the dishwasher. Do not run them through the dishwasher, my mistake. Run them through a washing machine, wash them and dry them before you start using them, because otherwise you're just going to get fluff all over your glasses and they're not going to absorb anything. If you've given them a couple of washes, they're much better. And that's some tips on how to polish glassware.